What's going on, guys? This is Vape Talk. I am Moose.
And this is Speaking. Welcome back to Vape Talk, Week 6.
Yeah, alright, here we go. This is Week 6, guys. You know the drill. If you want to come on to Vape Talk, please, watch it on the page or comment on the page. And we're going to get Calvin in here real quick, so let's see what he has. He's Mr. Truck Driver, so gonna figure it out. But what are you vaping on tonight, Peking? What do you got for us? You got any new products?
I had a couple things come in, actually. I had my Fogger V4 come in. Threw it on my stainless steel King. I like the Fogger. It's kind of growing on me. I heard there was a lot of problems with the V3 and the original Fogger, so I don't know. I just set it up an hour ago, so we'll see. Hey, Calvin, what's going on?
What's going on?
Howdy. Just driving to Virginia. Good to see you. How was your vacation?
Oh, thanks for asking, man. It's good that you remember that. But it was awesome. It was great. I ran into really no issues. I got a lot of dirty looks, but I was ready for it.
That's good. That's good. Pekin, how's that DVR doing?
I like it a lot. I had to do a couple modifications to it. Otherwise, it was kind of useless. You had to put an extender on there because any mod you're going to use, your hand's going to be right on top of it, and anything, pretty much everything gets hot. So I used the VTR extender with the beauty ring, and if you see on the website, you can see the pictures I did of it. It works great now. I'm actually, I'm looking to modify it to maybe, I might take apart one of those e-hookahs and make my own. So maybe that'll be something you'll see next week or the week after.
It looked real good. I got me some new toys. I got me Panzer Black Hawk.
Oh, that's pretty.
I got I'm not sure what this one's called. I traded a Valkyrie for it. I can't remember what it's called. It started with a B.
It's nice, whatever it is.
I want a Valkyrie so bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It had too many issues.
Really? Well, I guess that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, it was a pain in the butt. I traded my Stellaire off for a Helios. Very good trade.
Really?
Yep. And this is the last thing I want to show y'all today. I don't know if you can see that. Twisted 22 gauge Canthal.
Ooh.
Wow. You made that yourself or someone built that for you?
Oh, I made it myself, yes, sir.
Nice. Woo!
And what's that coming in at?
0.12.
Jesus, how hot does that get? Extremely
hot. I can hit it about 3 times and then I've got to put it down for a while.
Yeah, I just looked into a couple of glass drip tips, and I gotta be careful which ones I throw them on, because I don't want to have a Pyrex explode my mouth.
Yes, sir. I looked at one for the Atomic.
How do you like the Atomic?
Oh, I love my Atomic. That's what I have on top of my Black Hawk. I love the Atomic.
Whew, that Fogger, man, puts out a lot of smoke. That's a lot of vapor for it. I don't know if you've tried the new Fogger V4. I just started messing with it yet. Man, it's a lot of vapor production. It's pretty. I'd say it gives you about 3/4 the amount of flavor that a K-Fun does, but gives you a lot more smoke, closer to like a Kraken.
That's what I put on that new mod was my Kraken. It's freaking beautiful the way it's set up there.
Now, is that the Kraken that slides on or screws on?
It slides on. That's actually an authentic Vicious Ants Kraken.
Yeah, I have one of those too. I have the brass one. It's awesome.
Ooh, I like that muffler drip tip. I got a brass one too, but I got the Stingray drip tip on it right now. It's focused. But,
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, the muffler drip tips are great for cloud production. I got these from Fast Tech. I love them.
I've got a couple like that. That's a new drip tip. I got it last week too.
Yeah, that's nice. That's the one. Did that come with the Stellaire?
No. Actually, I don't know where the one that come with the Stellaire. It's right here.
Oh, it's got the little griffin on it, right, or a lion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, it's on top of my Kraken. On top of my K-Fun Light.
Yeah, the K-Funs are great. My brother actually had a big issue. I got him an all plastic K-Fun Light, and he's been getting a lot of dripping issues out of it. I was curious if anyone else has had the same problem with the K-Fun lights. It seems like they get very drinky after a while.
When they start getting low, it starts really wanting to drink the juice when the juice gets low inside the tank.
Yeah.
But other than that, I ain't had no problems out of it. But I don't use it much. I haven't filled mine up in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I've had zero, and I mean zero problems with my K-Fun 3.1 that I use on my VTR pretty much every day. But this fogger's winning me over today, I'll tell you that.
Well, I gotta just pop in real quick and say that our featured guest, and we don't really have very many people watching right now, but our featured guest, the Vapist, is about to join us. So, in a couple of seconds, we should be, reunited with our resident Vapist.
Hopefully he doesn't vape anybody too hard.
Yeah, man, you can't chain vape it. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he, oh.
Here he is. It's the Vapist.
Yeah, it's so crazy. You should see his pictures.
What are you listening to?
I'm not listening to anything.
They were everywhere. They were dumped over
Well, who's talking?
It's the Vapist. I think he's running from the cops.
on this hill. We have nothing to do with those things, Wade.
What are you doing today?
Okay, we had to pull it out by hand.
Oh, who the hell is that?
Dave, you are very loud. There we go.
I actually turned his volume down.
Okay. Well,
At least
anyhow.
I'm not the only one driving today.
Oh, it's okay. I think he's riding, but let's see.
Yeah, I got him.
So has anyone heard anything about...
But listen, wait a second now. Before we go through with everything else here, I just want to say that right now we do have a Twitter going. It is at VapeTalkTV. So if you guys are watching and you can't be on camera and you want to ask questions, you can always tweet at us. And also, if you want to join here live on cam, make sure you write on the Vape page, the VapeTalk event page on Google+. So that's it. Give me 1 second. I gotta just grab something.
Oh, there's Jack. Hey, Jack, what's up?
Not much.
What are you vaping on?
He's driving a truck like that. That's really
Hey,
scary.
Calvin, where are you from, man? Because I got a fellow truck driver here. I'm curious.
Dalton, Georgia.
Georgia.
I'm in Tennessee now, heading to Virginia.
I don't think Dave realizes he muted his own mic again.
I muted it again on purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you got a big delay, Dave.
I am driving around right now.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack. So what are you vaping on, Jack?
Avalanche Island Fruit.
What do you got that on?
A turtle ship. With 2 micro coils, 6 wraps, running at 0.41.
And how hot is that getting?
It gets pretty hot.
I was gonna say I've been trying to find a good balance between heat and vapor and flavor, and I think 0.6, 0.7 is really where you got to be.
0.4 on a parallel coil is great.
Yeah, but it gets hot.
Funny thing about
It's
that.
not even hot, man.
Funny thing about that, tonight, and what I'm going to be doing is they got the new G-plat wire. This is lower resistance per foot or per inch, however you want to measure it. It's about half the resistance of regular Canthal. This is 26 gauge, and I'm going to be building a coil for it here soon. We're going to see how it vapes. It's generally, you use this for a lot more surface area while keeping a lower resistance. So we're gonna see how it goes in a little bit.
Now, is that the equivalent of using something like a ribbon wire, or?
No, this is actually supposedly, from what I've read online, it's a mixture of nichrome and Canthal, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know if it's a whole bunch of other stuff, but it's mainly nichrome and Canthal, and it has right around half of the resistance of regular Canthal. I got 26 gauge here, like I said. I also have regular 28 gauge Canthal, but I'm also looking to experiment with like some twisted, well, not really twisted, like up in the 30s. I just want to get some thinner wire for myself too. But we're gonna see how this stuff vapes in a little bit here. Do you have any new things that you're gonna want to talk about, Peking? Oh,
End
well,
of the other day. I have a couple mods. A couple people were asking me, sent me a couple private messages about the 3D. So I think a little later on I'll explain to people how that works. And a couple people were asking me about protected batteries and things like that. So I got a couple things still waiting for in the mail. I'm still waiting for my Hannah clone to come in. I mean, other than that, I mean, we're really here to just answer questions and, you know, help everyone out. We had someone just ask us earlier about mixing juice. We could do a quick juice mixing session if somebody wants to. So just let us know. What was the first thing we wanted to really go over tonight?
well,
I guess we'll just jump into it about the 3D. So a couple people were asking me about how the 3D works. I've yet to build it, but I don't know if anyone knows how the 3D actually works. But the 3D is a rebuildable dripper. But if you notice, right inside there, there's a tiny little hole. So what happens is you can sit there and build yourself a nice dual coil on top. And then once you wet your wick, you stick your syringe right down the center hole right there and fill up about 2 mils of juice. So every time, once you're done, all you have to do is push down on it, and it'll rebound on its own and actually slap it up in the hole and re-wet your wicks, which is pretty nice. So if you're driving, the 3D is probably your best alternative. It's a lot less filling.
Right now we got Jeff who just joined. We also got Maggie who's coming on the line soon here. What's going on, Jeff? What are you vaping on? Jeff?
I don't think you can hear us yet.
It's okay. Maybe she's got.
Jeff.
Nope, still can't hear us yet.
Vape to Jeff. Vape player to Jeff.
By the way, guys, I'm off all next week, so maybe we'll do an extra one of these next week too. So hey, Maggie.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. Haven't seen everybody in a while. Glad everyone's back.
Hello, Maggie.
Hi.
What are you vaping on today, Maggie? Anything new?
I got my fogger in the mail.
Oh man, the V4.
I did. I got the V4. We were talking about it last time we had a chat. That
I got mine in too. I love it.
I love it. I'm still struggling with the build, but I finally have like a decent one going. But I screwed it up several times before I managed to get it like functioning well.
A dual coil around 0.7 seems to work pretty well. Inside.
I'm at 0.57 is what I've got right now.
Yeah, I mean that it might get a little hot, but it's great. I mean, I like it a lot. I didn't think I was gonna like it that much. I'm pretty impressed with it. So, actually, Moose was telling me earlier that he's working to do something on the G-plat wire. He just got himself some G-plat wire, so he's. Every time I see Jeff's picture, I laugh. That's probably the best picture.
What?
I love your profile picture.
Oh.
It's like someone snuck up on you in the bathroom. You got to do the same one, but you got to do it while you're vooping.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So anyhow, so what build did you do on the fogger? You did a dual coil or a single?
On the fogger, yeah, I did. It's a dual coil.
And how'd that come out? You have it with you?
I do. I have it with me, but it's, yeah. Oh, I have a question actually about it. Your air intake at the bottom.
Yeah.
Is it just a screw?
I mean, you could
just screw up and down and like.
You could take it off if you want. Yeah, well,
What?
that's what it's supposed to be. If it's all the way down, the air hole is completely restricted, and if it's all the way up, the air hole is about half open. But I think you can take it off. But all the way up is probably the best way. You get the best airflow. Uh-oh. Is that what I think it is, Jeff?
Yeah, but I don't get to touch it until tomorrow.
Oh, it sucks. That's depressing. I guess next week.
Dude.
I'll show you the responsible party. Look at this. Oh, she's running.
Mine's the same way. It's okay.
Ugh.
So,
She's,
actually, Moose and I were talking to our girlfriends, and we might be getting them in on a girl vape talk eventually for talking about different mod. They like the mod aspect of decorating them and different juices and noob-friendly things. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things that they can cover. Another thing I wanted to go over was did anyone see the new AeroTank Mega that's supposed to be a competitor for the Nautilus? Nope. Nobody?
I've heard of it, but I love my Nautilus, so.
Yeah, I mean, it really just looks like an AeroTank that just was, enlarged 4 times too big, so.
All right. Well, right now we got Lindsay who just joined, and we're also gonna have my buddy, my teacher, Ed. He's gonna join us, my vape mentor. So he'll be on here with us. Damn, we got a lot of people on here tonight. What's going on, everybody?
Can you hear me? I finally figured it out.
What are you vaping on tonight, Lindsay?
We 3 Melon from Sunshine Vape. The one in Warwick in Rhode Island. Because I guess there's 2.
ooh.
Good.
And what are you using?
Can you see it? I'm kind of on my phone here. It's like all I got right now.
Oh, okay.
Nemiclone and a Procreate. Can you see it?
I know
Do the fun with that. I'm using it. Just showing.
So,
So she's got the Pro Tank and a Nemi clone. See,
There you go. There you go.
me and the Pro Tanks never really sat well. Their airflow was a little too tight for me. When I switched to the Aero Tank, I thought it was really cool, but there was just so much more out there.
That's what I have is the Aero Tank.
Okay.
Sorry, I messed up. But that is what it is.
We were actually just talking about the new Aero Tank Mega, was it?
spec.
Or the Pro Tank Mega?
No, it's the Pro Tank Mega. It's pretty much got an aero tank base, a little bit larger. It's supposed to be able to be turned upside down. There's a couple of different features on it. It's supposed to be a competitor too, but not a clone of Nautilus. So you can actually find a link for it in a second, and I'll put it on our page.
I haven't seen it in person yet, but it looks huge.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a Mega Pro Tank. That's what it's called.
A Mega Pro.
The same features, just bigger.
Oh.
That'd be good for like a all-day vape. They wouldn't have to keep filling.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest gripe I've ever actually had with the Pro Tanks is just that, you know, the coils get expensive to replace after a while. They gunk up pretty easily. They flood really easily. I'm not a fan of sticking a Q-tip down the hole to clean it out every, you know, at 2 or 3 times a day. It gets frustrating after a while. So, I mean, Matt's a big dripper guy, and I'm a big K-Fun clone or a Fogger or a Kraken or anything that's a rebuildable, you know, just a standard rebuildable. I don't know how anyone else could use the drippers all day. It's a lot of work. I know Calvin lives them too, so.
My girlfriend.
I drip all day, every day.
Dripping's the way to go, I'm telling you. My girlfriend, she's so good. She bought me a tugboat.
She's so good.
She is. She bought me a tugboat. It's the best. I'm telling you. And we just got some juice today. It's like pink. Or it looks red on screen. That's pretty awesome. And then, whoa.
So how do you like the tugboat? That's supposed to be one of the top ones now, right?
Holy shit. Damn, this is the first Zero Nick juice I've actually liked. But So far, the pros of this tank, from what I can see so far, is you could stick any gauge Canthol through the post holes. My camera, you really won't be able to see it very well. You'll be able to stick any gauge you want through there. Also, the cup is deep as hell. I don't know if anybody's got an Omega, but the cup on here is so deep that you can pack, I'd say.
How deep is it?
It is damn deep, like maybe I'd say.
That's what she said.
He set himself up for that one.
Oh, of course. I mean, I said, well, whatever. I'm gonna drop it before it goes from there. But the one great thing is that the post holes are actually above the cup, so you don't have to like scoop the Canthol through there, which is also a big plus for me at least.
That's a big issue on a lot of clones too. I mean, all the clones. I'd say I have 3 clones that I bought that I'll probably never use, which are the Trident and the Helios and the Omega, because you can't build anything on them without sitting there having to dig into the cup because the post holes are cut so low.
I have one question about a clone. I have an Omega. Hold on. Let me get this stupid thing out. The air holes that are drilled in the deck line up with the stupid posts.
Yeah. So what's the issue?
Is that correct? Or should it be lined up with the other end or side?
What clone is that?
It's the Omega.
Like I said, I just got my Omega. I'm pretty disappointed in it in general.
Yeah,
but it should have 3 different air holes, right? Because it's got the option for 2 air holes or 1.
Well, it's got 3 on the cap.
Yeah, and then it sets up so that you can either have 1 open at a time or 2 when you spin it.
Right. But the holes on the deck are lined up with the posts.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to necessarily have an equal amount of cotton on both sides, so that's fine.
Yeah, but I thought you were supposed to have them lined up with your coil to keep your coil from burning your cotton.
I mean,
by
like I said, for a clone, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how mine is set up. Let me take a peek. No, mine are set up different than yours. Mine are set up on the coils. If you look where my coils are, they're set up on the coils. So I guess yours is a defect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a defect because mine's
I
like
got a Patriot clone like that. It's horrible.
Yeah, my Patriot I got pretty lucky with my clones. The only clone I ever really had a big problem with was a Fast Tech Immortalizer that came pretty much destroyed. I mean, everything about it was ruined from the second I got it. And they were trying to get me to ship it back and everything else, and I'm not shipping something back to China for $4 or $5 that I paid. It wasn't worth it, so.
Yeah. It's definitely not worth it at all.
It came with a really cool drip tip, so I figured I paid for a $5 drip tip.
Buddy, don't sit under my chair. No. It's the Vape Cat. He does not like at all.
So, anyhow, what will we next?
I'm trying to figure out what to build with this G-plat wire. I mean, I'm really not trying to go for super sub-ohm. I got 2 5s in the mail. They should have been here. They should have been here today, but they're probably going to come tomorrow. And you know, I was really hoping, because I know I'm going to get a very, very low resistance on this thing. I know I am, but I got one of my better batteries charging right now, so hopefully by mid-VapeTalk we'll be able to see that.
I've got an idea for you. Try doing a. You said it's twisted. I mean, it's 26 gauge, right?
Yeah.
That's what I run in my atomic is twisted 26, 6 wraps. It comes out to 0.325, I think it is, or something. I'm fixing to check it for you since I'm pulled over.
It'll be pretty hot on it with the G-plat wire, though. That should probably be even lower with the G-plat, right?
Yeah, but I'm also worried about my battery. My battery is good, but I mean, it's not like a Sony or anything. And you know, I really don't know the whole. You know, why is the Sony so better than that one, or whatever they say about it? But I'll give it a try. I mean,
what kind of battery is it?
It's a, I believe it's a Panasonic I'm in KE. I'll show you real quick. It's one of the orange batteries right here.
Yeah, that's the Panasonic
Okay.
MNKE.
Yeah. So I heard this is it's a good battery. I mean, I don't think that all the vape shops around me sell this. I don't know. Half of them don't know what they're talking about. But the main ones that I use.
I'd say half of them sell that one mostly because that's the #1 sold one on Fast Tech. So.
You know, that's probably right.
Yeah. People just probably started buying batteries up when this became a big trend. I mean, I don't ever really vape below 0.6, so I even still use the fire batteries. I mean, they don't really give me a problem. I've been using these E-Fest batteries, the ones that everyone claims explode, and I've been using them for 3 months, 4 months now, and haven't had a problem with them. So
That's what I use. I've never had a problem with them.
I mean, I have 2 VTC4s, I have a VTC5, I have 2 Panasonics, and I have 2 LG batteries, actually, and I've never had an issue with any of them, so. The only thing I got
You
rid of
want the E-Fest battery?
What?
I have a red E-Fest that I don't use. I've never used it.
Is it a button battery, though, or is it just like the one I just showed?
I don't know. Hold on. I'll find it.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I got rid of I got a couple Trustfire button batteries that I gave to a couple people at work, but just because you couldn't use them. But other than that, I keep all the E-Fest that come.
What if it has nothing on it? What if
Well,
it
that's
has
what you
nothing
want.
on it at all?
You don't want the button on there.
No. Like on the it don't say a name or nothing. It's just all gray.
It's supposed to have something labeled on there. The battery's supposed to have something on there. You might have an unprotected battery if that's what you're talking. Does it have a wrap on it at least?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Oh,
it just doesn't say anything on it. There are 2 350 batteries company sent me.
Oh.
I've actually never seen any gray batteries before.
She's talking about 350s, though, 18 350s.
Is it like this one?
Hold on, I'll grab it. Yeah, it just doesn't have anything on it at all.
Okay. This is the one that come with these. I got 2 of these with the Vamo. They don't have any kind of brand name whatsoever on them. They're just China batteries.
I wouldn't go super low.
Nah, I only use them in my regulated devices.
I was gonna say, unless you're using them in like something that's you're not concerned with blowing up, you know, like a pro tank or something like that, I wouldn't trust them enough to do that. I'd be very nervous about that. Yeah, that's a scary battery.
It just doesn't say anything at all.
Yeah, I would just go get. I would get if you want a 350, go with the E-Fest 350s. They work pretty well. So let's see how this hits.
All right. Well, let's see. I got a question, Ed. I see you're in like the vape cave right now. What are you vaping on?
Hold on one moment. Got the K100 with the Patriot clone. Made some interesting wire the other day. I took 26, 28, and 0.5 by 0.1, twisted all 3 of them together, made a monster 3/4 wrap. I'm going to send one of these your way, Moose, if you can see it. Somewhere in there. Yeah, I got that little beast. She's pretty. Oh, it's working good for me.
Also,
I saw it a little blurry, but what did you say that you used? What you wrapped it from?
26 and 28 and ribbon.
Oh wow!
The 3 of them together, twisted it together, made a 3/4 wrap out of it, and yeah, it's a monster.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Just so anyone knows, routine, just mute your mic when you're not talking. I had to just mute somebody just now. I'm gonna unmute them though.
So I just want to also just maybe pop in here, kind of break the vape talk a little bit. But if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, if you want to join, go ahead and write inside the Google event page, and I'll get you in here.
Absolutely. So Moose, you were telling me you had a couple problems with your travel experience with customs and things like that. So what happened with you?
I didn't really have a problem. I kind of just got stopped, and it was probably it was an older lady, But, you know, she took everything out of the bag, and she was looking at it, you know, inspecting these, you know, my bottles of juice like they were fucking anthrax. But they were, I was explaining, oh, you know, would you like me to take this apart, you know, trying to be as best I could.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she let me through, no problems, but I was told when I was in the casino on the ship, oh, I hear some airflow on that. God damn it, Calvin. But while I was in the casino on the ship,
Oh, is it me?
I heard somebody's airflow. I think it was Calvin's because it flipped to him. But when I was on the casino on the ship, I was vaping. I mean, I was throwing some clouds, man, like way bigger than, you know, anybody smoking cigarettes. And one of the dealers told me, could I please not smoke that here? And I was like, you got these people blowing cancer in your face, and you're asking me not to smoke that here? What, you can't see the cards?
That was a dealer that said that to you?
A dealer said that to me.
Yeah, I would just keep it.
That was the last night. You know, it was an awesome cruise. You know, I'm not here to advertise a cruise, but Royal Caribbean is definitely the best cruise you could take. It was excellent until really the last night, where I had I ran into every goddamn asshole on the ship, and the thing that set it off was the whole vaping thing. And don't tell me you got a smoking side of the casino if I can vape in the casino. I'm not even smoking in there. I'm vaping in there. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know, I didn't smoke, and I didn't want to cause any problems. I didn't need them to take me in the back and break my knuckles or anything, but, you know.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a
we have Vapist. The Vapist is back.
Oh, there he is. He's getting ready to vape somebody. I can see it. He's got that Vapist look in his eyes.
Always. So I got 0.4 here. It's not hot.
What are you vaping on, Dave?
This would be my Blue Honey.
Ooh.
See this?
Glad to see you break from routine.
No, this is not a break from the routine. This is my regular. But the sad fact is that it's my last bottle, and I'm a little heartbroken. But, yeah, 0.4 parallel coil. Very nice.
You know, you called me at, you know, the video was Dave right there. He called me at 7:30 in the morning for that freaking coil. He was so excited to build it.
I was. It was a nice coil, man. It worked out really nice. I think that you're wrong, Peking. This is a really nice, cool coil. I don't get a hot, burning hit out of it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the setup.
I built a parallel coil, man, and that shit blew my head off. It was so hot.
It's not even. Did you have see? Because I got two air holes on this bad boy. Just an Omega.
That shit was open full. I had all my air holes open.
Yeah,
I have 4 air holes on mine.
I've been trying to sell myself on drippers since day one, and I just can't do it.
It's a lot of work, but if you want that really good, thick, heavy, rest your brain for a second vape, drip it.
I'll be back. I'm in between.
Roger that. We'll see the Vapist back. He's going to go mow some lawns, do what he does best. But...
Is it a compliment?
I don't know. I mean, probably cut some nice lawn.
It's true. So what was the next thing on the list?
I don't know.
I still haven't.
When I was on the cruise, I learned about like a vaping lobbyist group. It was CASSA.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they fight for the actual consumers against the legislation. I got to read a little bit more into it. They were explaining it to me, but of course, on a cruise you're half boozed out of your mind anyway. So
the name of the organization is called CASA. They are they're doing all the lobbying against the FDA for all of our rights and stuff like that because of them trying to regulate everything so much. CASA is the main people going after them If I can find a link, I'll add it to the Google+ and the Facebook page, and you just go on there and sign up, and you're just supporting them. There's a couple companies. I know of a juice company. I think they're in Oklahoma. I can't think of the name of them right now, but they are doing a big thing selling T-shirts. It says "Vaping saved my life." It has a heart like right here, and it says "Vaping saved my life," and they're donating 10% of all their profits to CASA to help fight the FDA and for us.
Well, that's good. That is a good thing to know, because I did not know that, or I did not remember that. But I have joined their Facebook page. I did join their email list and subscribe. I got to look up a whole bunch more information. But I figured that's an interesting thing just to touch on, since a lot of that FDA fear has gone away. I think with everything, any political subject that's been around for a while, it always simmers out, and people, they expect people to forget about it. But we should definitely not take it lightly, because if we enjoy doing what we do, and we do it for cheap, and we do it because we don't like to smoke, I mean, I don't know why anybody would want. It's all it's money, money. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, another thing I wanted to get into was the DNA clones. Has anyone gotten their hands on an actual DNA or a DNA clone yet? I'm guessing not.
I don't have one, but I've seen one. They're pretty nice.
Are they as impressive as they claim to be, or is a mechanical still really the way to go?
They're all right.
Because
yeah,
I have a HANA DNA 30 clone coming in, one of the Fast Tech ones, and it's got two 600 LiPo batteries in there, and I'm actually thinking about rewiring it for a 18650.
I hear when they go to sleep after 30 seconds, you have to hit the fire button, wait a second for the screen to come back on before you can fire on them.
Really?
I heard that too. It goes into like a sleep mode, and then when you want to take a vape, if it's in sleep mode, you have to wake it up with one click before it'll fire, which is not a very. It's kind of just annoying after a while. Like click, 1, 2, click.
Yeah, that seems frustrating. I mean, I like my VTR.
If you like Vamo, if you like the design of the Vamo, they've gotten their hands, the maker of the Vamos have gotten their hands on, they're either the SX 3000 chips or the DNA 30 chips. They're coming out in the 1st of June, either 1st of June or 1st of July, with a DNA 30 inside of a Vamo that'll do 30 watts.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
And they're going to be cheap. They're going to be $46 to your stores.
That's not too bad though. Like I said, I've had my VTR, and I don't really go up above. I don't really even use the variable voltage that much, so I can't see too much use for the DNA other than playing with it for this. So
Well, it's supposed to fire down to a 0.3, so.
Yeah. I'm just worried about setting something on fire or, get taken off. So, you got to have some pretty good batteries, so maybe that'll be something I definitely can only use my Sonys in, so.
Well, I just took my cotton out. I think I might start. I'm going to figure out a build to build this deep flat wire, because I'm not trying to blow my head off, so.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
I'm trying to aim for something 0.6 and above. I'd be happy at 0.6.
Yeah, absolutely. Has anyone seen any of the new Ego pens, or seen anyone use any of the new variable voltage Ego pens?
I've seen somebody use on the ship. I saw a Kanger, an actual Kanger like Ego pen.
Really?
I don't know how new it actually might be, but when I seen it, I was surprised because I didn't think they. Ooh, pardon me. I didn't think they actually made an Ego pen. It was a twist and everything.
Yeah, Ego makes the variable voltage now. It comes in a 4.2, 3.8, and 3.6. And then they have the new Ego LCD, which has just remaining puffs. It's pretty much like a standard electric cigarette model. And then they have the Ego Twist, which is another variable voltage that goes from 3.2 to 4.8. Just twisting it, though. It's not select voltage. It's just, you twist it, and your best guess is your best guess. So, I actually have a couple of those I'm going to use for demo tanks for some of the flavors I created, because I'm going to start pushing those off on some people locally. A lot of people have been asking me to make some juice for them,
well, thinking about doing any juice tonight? I mean, I don't know if you got any flavors.
Well, of course, plenty of flavors. It's just a matter of what do I want to make. And what I've actually been playing around with some different colors and things like that. I'm doing my research on safe food colorings or things that I use or natural colorings that I could use that are still safe to vape. So a lot of things are, you don't know what you're exactly heating up once you get there. So.
Oh, I'm gonna just rinse this thing off.
Absolutely. So another thing we've been looking into is patina mods. Anyone actually played around with that? Patinaing their mods or?
I did a little patina experiment the other night with some copper fittings just so I can get the practice in before I actually commit to doing a mod.
Yeah, how'd that come out?
I did the whole came out okay, but it's just like, I'm gonna have to practice a little more before I commit to it.
Yeah, that's something I'm looking the same way at, because I have a brass king and I have a copper nemesis that I might start playing with, but I don't know if I want to do too much to them until I actually get good at it, because I have some colors I'm looking to achieve, and I know there's a lot of different salts and a lot of different ammonia ratios, and do you want to directly soak it and just use the vapors from one to the other? It seems very, very complicated to get the colors you want.
What color is it you're shooting for?
I'm looking for something like a blue with a hint of like gold specks in there.
Blue would be more in the. Oh, great! I did all this research because I looked up all the chemistry and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be well, household stuff would be normal salt, and ammonia gives you the bluish. The house salt gives you a little bit of a green tint to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, like a nice teal color.
Yeah. That's what most people have been running, is been like the table salt and the ammonia.
Yeah, but I also heard if you use pink salt, it'll change the color, and there's yellow salt, color salts you can use that'll actually change the colors pretty drastically. So, we're kind of looking into that. But like I said, I'm not going to commit to destroying a $40 mod, or not that that's a lot, but it's a lot, just for the sake of that.
Here is the G plat wire right here. Let's see what happens.
What kind of coil are you going for?
I don't know if somebody's got any suggestions. I think I might just wrap something that I would wrap normally and maybe double it.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get a lot of surface area. I might do. I don't know if I should dual coil right now. I'm not too sure.
Do you know how to parallel?
I do know how to parallel, but
I've heard a lot of good things about a 4 wrap on a 764 or a 2mm screwdriver down to the G-plat 26 gauge.
You know what? I might try that. That might blow my. I can't take a regular twisted, or just a regular 28 gauge parallel. That's what it was. Just, I'm not sure about that one.
So has anyone seen the new iClear 16Ds for the variable wattage, variable voltage models? The normal iClear 16s, they have the cotton that starts at the top and hangs down like an octopus. The new ones, it actually came with my the DRV, the Innokin DRV, the one that's meant for the car. It's right here. You can see the coils are actually not the coils in the base, and then right up there is all the other wicking in the bottom. There's actually a glass tube that goes up through the center, so it's supposed to be flood proof. Do I think it is? Probably not. But I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. I haven't really played with it too much, but this is what it looks like now. This is the way it comes pre-built and pre-wicked. So that's what it looks like inside. And then here, this is all one piece. It comes with a drip tip permanently attached here. And it's actually plastic, it's not glass. So I don't know too much. I don't know how much I like plastic in the center touching my face while I don't want anything to melt, because I could see with the variable voltage that could be a pretty big issue. So
That looks like the coil from the 30B. It's the same bottom coil.
Yeah, it's definitely plastic in here. Yeah, it's
same with the 16B. It looks like.
Yeah, it says 16D on here. So
they like knotted this together.
Because they want you to waste more.
Probably.
So, we were actually talking about maybe looking at our own juice line at some point. We were wondering, what do you guys think is a good idea for, like, what's your best noob-friendly flavors? Because there's a lot of people that are just starting to get into it, and, you know, you don't want to throw something as complicated as, like, a, you know, a 5 pawns or something like that at them immediately. What's a good, simple starter flavor that a lot of people like?
Vanilla.
I think a lot of people, especially, I mean, me, from experience, I like just straight flavors, because I don't think a lot of people are ready to taste all that different type of stuff. They don't become a connoisseur right off the bat.
And plus, since they've been smoking, their taste isn't all there. We need something, one flavor, strong but not overpowering.
Because a lot of the tobacco flavors are just terrible. One of my brothers smokes green smoke, and the tobacco flavor that they claim is in there is probably the worst tobacco flavor I have ever smelled in my life. It's disgusting. It doesn't smell anything like tobacco. It just smells like an odd chemical extract of tobacco. Ooh. The same thing with like Enjoys and all those other cigarettes. So,
I got this beautiful tobacco I just broke into. It's Witcher's Brew. It's not going to focus, so don't ask. I'm very upset about it, but this is the greatest maple tobacco ever. Oh,
you can take a shot of that. Maybe take a shot of that with your phone and put it on the site.
I will. I definitely will.
Is that the only one you've tried from Witcher's Brew?
I love the Level 1 Elixir, and I'm not too big of a fan of the Blackbird, but the Level 1 Elixir, that butterscotch peach rum is...
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's so good. So good. So good. Here's the bottle of the Level 1 Elixir.
I've wanted to try from them, and I haven't been able to yet, but...
Yeah, here's what that looks like. It's a syringe bottle, and actually the little bottle, the 15 ml, comes really cool. It actually has a skull attached right there, and it comes in a cork.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's a really... I suggest, if you like a butterscotch peach, best thing that you can get right here. Unless you make your own juice, of course. I mean, if you make your own juice, you make whatever you want, and you love it.
Yep, which is what I'm doing right now. Smoking my 5 Pawns clone.
Alright, I think I'm going to go for G-Plat 26 around a 3 millimeter. No, is this 3? Is it? Yes, 3 millimeter. 3 millimeter.
Well, I can. What are you shooting for? I have the page up right now.
Let's go for maybe 0.6 and higher. Maybe.
G-Plat's not even on this thing.
Yeah, it's brand new. So.
What's the resistance on the G-Plat?
Is G-Plat higher resistance or lower resistance?
It's a lower resistance.
Lower.
Maybe 10 wraps?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out something for you. Hold on.
I looked up freaking G-Plat 26 builds.
Oh.
I have no idea. I would be very scared to smoke on anything that I don't know the resistance of itself. Is there anything that it says it's close to, like what, like a certain type of canthal or a certain type of nichrome that it's closer to?
I've heard that it's half. So I think if I do 10, if I do 5 and I get a 0.6 on regular 28 canthal, oh, this could be a real. Well, I mean, we're here to experiment, right?
Let me take one rip off my pants.
No.
Just one.
No.
Please.
Are you begging on?
I am. Okay. Did you see how sweet this thing is?
It is pretty sweet. I will give you that.
I'm not even allowed to touch the damn thing.
You're only allowed to pet it.
She's letting you hold the box.
The box. I also have an all copper Toby as well.
It's just gonna sit right on top. It look awesome.
You got 4 more hours, man.
Ooh.
That's nice.
I'm gonna be late to work tomorrow.
So everyone was saying vanillas are really the best flavors to start with. Because I can't really think of anything else that people that are really that new to it would go for.
Most of the flavors that were recommended to me when I started were simple things like vanilla, cinnamon red hot, a menthol, a tobacco blend. That's basics from what I understand.
I make my wife cinnamon all the time.
My mother-in-law had to go cinnamon because of the, flavor thing. She just couldn't taste anything after the cigarettes, so she went cinnamon.
Yeah. Because I just wonder if custards are just too complex of a flavor to really throw at somebody right away. Because it's not really a vanilla flavor, it's a little different. But
my husband, when he tastes a custard, he says he can taste like the curdle. It actually tastes curdled to him.
Yeah, I've had some people say that it almost tastes bad. So, let's see.
Meat flavors.
Yeah, everyone's lagging out pretty hard. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't hear anybody anymore.
Well, hopefully it clears up.
Yeah, Google+ is poop lately. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's the internet.
Okay, I haven't dropped out once yet.
No, you're doing good today. It's good. Don't jinx it, though.
Yeah, you're done for now.
Yeah. But, let's see.
This is what I got. So I did 12 wraps of the G-Plat on the 3 mil. See if I can't bring up the resistance a little bit. See what happens. Let's cut this. Okay. And I'm going to do it on my tugboat. I'm going to throw a fully charged battery in here when I get the chance. Which, it's full. And I'm going to throw that on here. It's in the tugboat RDA. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely. What are you going to wick it with? Or you just have cotton?
I got cotton and I got silica, or eco wool. I think I'm going to use just cotton now. Cotton's king.
I converted to cotton.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. I never even used silica. The only time I used silica was when I had pre-built tanks, and I never really liked it. So I feel like silica mutes the flavors a lot.
they don't really absorb the flavor, and it never really gets a chance to caramelize on that because it just flows right off. It doesn't absorb. It's just a.
Mm.
I also heard people were using quartz crystals to wick with.
Yeah, what is that?
Coils.
I think they're lying and they're smoking meth. That's my personal opinion.
Very big possibility. Very big possibility. Especially here in Florida.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's something about smoking off of a crystal doesn't sound like a good idea to me. That sounds like a good excuse for something to explode. So,
I mean, my thought about it, just thinking the quartz, and if you have it built right, the capillary effect of it, it would pull the flavor. I mean, we use quartz in the glass of our lamps that we run. I don't see anything hazardous by heating the glass up. I mean, shoot, we heat that stuff up all the time. I mean, if it doesn't cause any harm and it keeps wicking, why not? I'd try it at least once.
Yeah, but the only issue is it keeps getting wet, and usually, you know, that just seems like a good, like, let's say there's a fracture in there and the water gets inside, it could cause it to pop or, you know, explode.
I mean, how hot does it really get, do you think? Like, when you heat
Probably
coil,
pretty hot. Probably pretty hot. I don't know. I think it's pretty hot, though. Think about the type of burn you get. You get a pretty serious burn if you touch that coil. So.
I have mixed opinions on it. Hey, I wanted to ask. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it.
Yeah, but
right now I got that in there. So.
What's it reading at?
I am going to throw it on the checker right now, and I guess here's an opportunity. Apparently, it's the best ohm reader on the market. It's an Oracle ohm reader. It's actually, what I love about it is you really don't need a battery for it. You just need to have your USB, not micro, mini USB extension, and boom, you plug it right into your computer, and you got it. So, let's see.
Is there a LiPo built into that, though, or it just always has to be plugged in to be tested?
No, it's got to be plugged in to test if you don't have a battery. It takes a AAA battery.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a rechargeable LiPo.
No. All right. Well, good. I'm actually hitting exactly where I wanted to be.
That's nice.
Point is set right at like a 0.8.
Why is it shifting so much, though?
Probably because I'm just holding it.
Maybe.
Let me tighten my connections down a little bit. And just...
Where did she get you the tugboat from?
Vape Safari.
Oh, yeah.
She actually got, I think she told me she got the last one. But, Ed, the Vape Safari has a, oh, here we go, we got Merlin here, but Vape Safari's got a gold Patriot in it. And it's got a gold center post, and the whole thing is gold plated.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, Merle, what's up? What are you vaping on today?
I think we got to give Merle just a second here.
Yep.
But, you got the Vapist back, too. Damn.
Hey, what's the guy going on back there? Can you help? Nothing. No, he's good. What are you guys up to?
You know, just sitting here. I got the G-Plat 26 built. I know if I believe if I dual coil this, if I do the same thing again, it's probably not going to be too good. The resistance. What is it? Half the resistance, so it'll bring it down to a 0.4.
So I'm curious, are you doing a comparison coil with standard?
I'm not doing a comparison really right now. I'm kind of just... I can compare it. We can compare it this time. But I'm reading right now at a 0.8. It's bouncing around a little bit. Let me tighten my connections down. And it's going to change once I heat it up anyway, so... Right now I'm reading at a solid 7.8. Woo! So, I'm going to clip these leads, and I'm going to turn it on. See
that fogger really likes an extra long drip tip on there.
Oh,
Look at that.
Someone's compensating.
Say what you will, you'd be doing it too if you had it.
This is all I need right here. Ah, man.
Man, it's nice.
Oh, I can't wait to see how nice this thing is. Because I was running, when I wrapped I actually just took it out as soon as I got the tugboat. I don't know why my camera keeps turning off. Was my camera just off for everybody?
No, not that
A
I
little
know of.
earlier it was, but not just now.
Well, either way, when I wrapped a twisted 28 twisted 28, which basically is a 26. I did 5 wraps and it came out to a 0.6. So I guess 12 wraps. Well, I guess a 5, 6, 12. I guess we brought it up a little bit. We made a lot more surface area though, and I brought battery life.
Come on, you just go ahead and do your parallel coil just like that. I mean,
Listen,
it's so nice.
you can show off the parallel coil all you want. It's just a little too hot for me.
It is not. I don't understand what you guys are on about, seriously, because it is not even hot.
Well, we can't afford to go to Meineke and have that drip tip built like you did.
Wait, what? Did you say Meineke?
Yeah. Was that a muffler drip tip?
Yeah, no, my muffler's in my bag, dude. I got my muffler tip, but I won't put my muffler tip on this because it's just, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I'm gonna try.
Hey Dave, there's your pretty hot build right there. If you want a lot of vapor.
Oh,
That's sexy right there, dude.
It's twisted 22 gauge on with a drill.
Wow.
All right, so let's see what the muffler tip looks like. Ooh, that's better. I don't know. My shit's too dirty, though. I can't be having that. I got that nice lip schmeckle.
oh God, I hate that stuff.
Oh, it's so nasty, bro, especially while I'm at work.
Sounds like you need some chapstick.
I tried. Hey, look, for real. Is it in here? No, I ain't even got it in here. I had chapstick in here for that reason. Never used the damn shit, man.
So how do you guys feel about no Nick juice versus Nick juice? And do you use it for certain things, or?
Well, my girlfriend just started to. There's just a little bit. She likes the flavor of it, and my experience, I never really liked zero Nick juice. I tried to go down to a 0, but it just wasn't doing it for me. So I stay at 6, and normally it's it's fine for me. If I drop down to a 0, this is the only zero Nick juice that I just bought today. The only zero Nick juice I like. It's Ballistic Vape. It's called the Tsunami, and it's a bubblegum menthol, and it's blows my head out of the water. It's freaking awesome.
That sounds like the one I made last week.
Yeah, I think it might have been, but I got a fully charged battery coming in. Just got it off the charger.
Well, we never got to ask him yet. So, Merle, what are you vaping on?
Get the newer V5 Vamo. I got my strawberry black cherry that I always have with some menthol in it.
What kind of tank is that on top?
It's a VV Nova head.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see.
Sorry about that. It was not. Well, I don't know why it's on me.
Yeah, so hello to everybody. I heard a lot of chatter before it, but I guess it's a CV radio, which is pretty awesome, so rock on.
Yeah, we have
I reached up there and turned it down.
That's all right. We have people from everywhere. People driving pretty much across the states, so it's nice. This is a nice little thing we got going. People usually come in here, ask a couple questions, and that's about it. I mean, I've been trying to get everyone I know to quit smoking and switch over. Actually, there's a couple guys at my job that dip skull regularly that I've been trying to get to switch over, and I know that's kind of hard for them because it's that it's not just
stronger.
Yeah, so what I've been trying to do is find a nice like a chewing tobacco, like a skull flavor that I could mix in with them, because pipe tobacco is not going to cut it. So I've been playing around with some tobacco flavors. I've been trying to find like a citrus flavor that'll mix well with like a a strong tobacco and spice flavor that'll match something like a citrus skull, and something that'll match like a Levi Garrett tobacco, or something that'll match like a Redman.
Well, sorry to break the tobacco talk, but I got this G-Plat going on here, and here she is. Oh. Takes just a second for it to light up, but boom.
That's nice.
So
now let's see her work.
Gotcha. I might just throw it right on the ohm meter just to see if it changed any.
Now you think that's gonna make that's probably gonna make your battery drain a lot faster too, because the higher resistance, right?
Oh, I mean, no. I don't think it would drain. I think lower resistance changes here. I brought it up to perfect, exactly where I wanted it. It's bouncing right. It's not even bouncing. 8.4. 8.1, 8.4. There you go. Not bad. So, you know, I think it'll actually sustain the battery life a little longer, just because it's higher ohms. So I don't think a lot of power is going to go through it.
Well, you got to remember, the same power is going through all the time. It's just a matter of how much resistance is taking onto it. So if it's taking longer to heat up, it's a higher resistance, right?
Yeah.
So more surface area, but still the same amount. So it's probably going to burn your battery down a little faster.
You know, I don't think it would burn it down just because I've been running within 0.2, so
I don't think it'll be recognizable. In all honesty, I think you wouldn't notice it. It'd probably be like 15-20% faster.
Yeah, I swap batteries whenever, when one comes off. I try not to discharge. You're not really supposed to discharge the battery all the way. So now we're gonna get, of course, a little organic cotton.
I'm gonna have to go buy some of that G-Plat because now I'm wanting to do a 22 gauge 5 wraps on that G-Plat dual coil. See how that works.
Well, just seen it now here on VapeTalk. I have not really seen any other G-Plat videos. I haven't really bothered to look, but that is G-Plat 26 on a 3mm drill bit. Or just a 3mm precision screwdriver, and now I cannot find my scissors.
Well,
God! Calling all cars.
We got to break this down now, Moose. It's going to be T-minus 3 hours and 52 minutes till Jeff gets his copper Panzer.
Yeah.
I want to see some
then, I get the plain old
pictures uploaded.
Stainless Panzer.
That's alright. Panzer's a Panzer. Unless it's a copper Panzer, then it's pretty nice.
What? I know, right?
It's still a flashlight. Still a flashlight.
You should just go buy a Surefire and painted copper. It'll look the same. Oh, I actually have a friend at work that owns... Actually, I'm going to take a picture tomorrow when I go to work. I have a friend that has the same exact flashlight that the Panzer was based off of.
What, one of the old
Is that a military flashlight, or is it just a flashlight in general?
It's just it's like a LED flashlight. It's a rechargeable flashlight. I can find it. Fast Tech actually sells it, the same one. Trying to remember what it's a Surefire, but what's the Surefire clone called? I forgot what it's called.
Panzer.
No, not that. Trying to see flashlights. LED flashlights, and then there's a company name that it's a clone from. I think it's like Cree or something like that. Cree is the company. Ultrafire is probably it.
Hi.
I think I found it.
Man, this stuff took over a week to steep.
What is that?
I made a vanilla ice cream.
Uh-huh.
And I let it steep for 5 days while we were on vacation, and I came back, and now it's been 2 more days, and it finally tastes amazing.
Anything vanilla needs a long time, I've noticed. My Custard's Last Stand, when it came in, was terrible. It's been about a month, and it's starting to just taste normal now.
Well, this just turned color like 2 days ago. It started changing.
Oh my god. Calling all cars. Calling all vapors. Join VapeTalk. Google+ page right now if you're watching. Because I know some of you are. But anyway. I got this thing wicked. I got it behind the coil. On the sides of the coil. And that's it. See how it does.
That's it. Oh, it's blended on smoker.
I don't know what the hell I should vape though.
I'd say you vape that new menthol juice and see if she hits.
You still have used my couple pants now.
It's zero, Nick. I don't want to vape that right now.
So good though.
What are your choices?
My choices are: I got Grandmaster, I got Churro, I got tobacco, which I do not want to vape on that. I have I have a Pop Rocks candy flavor. I have a caramel tobacco. I got a sweet caramel custard, and I have one of my favorites, which is a movie theater popcorn Cracker Jacks.
Well, I think you know what you got to go with then.
I think I'm gonna have to do Cracker Jacks. Okay, I got it. My girlfriend says I should have just bought you a 60 mil. She got me a whole bunch of stuff because my birthday is on June 2nd.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so hopefully there'll be other birthday stuff, but probably not. Well, let's see. I gotta go wash this syringe out real quick so I can stick it in my arm, because that's what everybody thinks. I freaked out the housekeeper on the ship, like who comes and cleans your room every day.
Just needles everywhere?
No, I had this needle like laying out on the frickin' table, right next to the belt that I took off, and one thing led to another, and she was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's for my, for my frickin', it's for my Kraken, because some things don't have a little tube."
That's a good way to get kicked off of a cruise ship.
Yeah, we were delayed like 20 minutes taking off from Fort Lauderdale because some guy got arrested off the ship. When we were doing everybody waves goodbye to America because hopefully we'll come back, and and I'm sorry, but this guy, the cops started swarming the gangways and whatnot, and they surrounded it, and then the guy came off. He was in his flower shirt and whatnot, about to have a good time. I guarantee you, since he frickin' went through customs and whatnot, probably had a warrant, and I just let him run through. But I'll be right back. Give me a second.
No problem. So, other than basic nicotine juices, has anyone had any, what's your vapor opinion as far as the vapor production for zero nic juice versus nic juice?
I've got a zero nic.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. Alright, I'm going to do it like this. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I always thought it was I or VG. I'm sorry.
What?
I always thought the VG was the vapor production.
Oh, no, that's not what I was talking about. Calvin, you there? Calvin's muted, I think. I don't know how to unmute him.
I'm unmuted now. I've got a juice of strawberry banana that's a high VG, or strawberry blueberry, I'm sorry. It's a high VG zero nic, and that's my best vapor production juice I have.
Yeah, anything that's, I have a couple 100% VG juices, and I just don't like them. I think I need at least a 15% PG, otherwise I just can't vape it. It just drives me crazy. So I was just curious what your opinions were on your perfect ratios and what you guys would prefer. Because I know I need to have at least 15 to 20% PG. I tried to go all VG, but it's very hard.
Now, I like a high VG, maybe about a 90% VG.
I definitely like. I like a 50-50 blend's good for me. I'm not really. The cloud is good for 50-50. The flavor's awesome, so it's perfect for me.
What about you, Maggie? What do you like?
I like a higher VG, but not. I don't like 90. I like an 80.
Yeah.
75 or 80 VG is good for me. I think 50-50 tends to be a little thin. It doesn't go as well in my tank. Sometimes I get flooding, or I don't know. It feels like the higher VG just works better.
Absolutely.
VG's thicker, right?
Yeah, VG's very viscous. PG's almost water-like. Merle, what do you usually smoke? What kind of juice? What ratios do you know?
I just usually use a store ratio, but I got a real high VG juice for my dripper head. I've just had a really hard time getting the coils right, so I haven't really have used it. As you can see, it's almost all gone, but I haven't really had a good build for it yet. I'm kind of new at wrapping coils, which I'm doing right now.
It's all right. You just only get better by playing with it. Moose will tell you, my first coil was about 4 hours long. There was a lot of cursing. I stabbed myself with a coil several times. I threw my pliers across the room, and I said, "Fuck this shit. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just gonna go smoke a cigarette."
Wow. No, I haven't had that hard of a time. I can make them. They just the dripper head I don't get a lot of vape out of, and I've been trying to make coils down about 1.4 for this, and I've just been having a hell of a time doing it.
Yeah, that's just I think the biggest issue that people have when they first start is wicking. I mean, the first thing I ever wicked was a Kraken, so I had to wick it through the base of the tank, through the coil, and that was probably not the best choice for a first wrap.
My first wick was such a fail; it wasn't even funny.
Mine was awesome. Remember, mine lasted like almost a month.
Yours was awesome. I don't keep a wick for a month, but
it looked like shit, but it worked really well. Nothing was even. Everything was just like a random coil around it. I think it was like 3x4 wraps, dual, just wick straight through, and it had the best vapor production I've ever gotten on my King. I don't know how I've never made that again. So
I kept doing, when I was building the fogger for the first time like a week ago, I was trying to do micro coils. So I would put it on and dry burn it and then try to squeeze it, but I kept squeezing it like too close to when I burned it, and I would just rip the whole coil right off of it.
Oh yeah, it'll short the circuit. I did that a couple times.
All right, so I got this juiced up. See how it goes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's taking a second.
Yeah, give her a good blow.
Whew, I can definitely tell you it smells fucking awesome. Give me a second. Let's see. Hey, you know what? I don't know if I just don't have enough power.
Maybe you're getting it. It's fine. Just blow into it first.
Yeah.
It might just be a little too much juice.
It's very difficult to tell. I could definitely tell that I got this stupid tsunami pink juice remnants inside my top cap because it's on my cut now. Fuck. Damn. I want to keep it pretty.
You didn't clean it inside and out, did you?
No, I didn't. I just threw it on there. I don't care. I'm vaping. Who cares?
I did the same thing last week. I just dripped on something and I didn't realize what it was, and I had 5 pawns on there, and then I put like a grape menthol bubble gum on top of it, and it was horrible.
Oh, God. Murderous.
And you know how lazy I am. I vaped on it for about 10, 12 more pulls until it was just gone. I said, I'm not changing this out now. It's too late. I'm not waking anybody up. Turn all the lights on. I'll just deal with it. So I'm guessing everyone here that has the Nemesis has done the magnet upgrades, right?
Yeah, I actually just did them.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it. I don't remember what Merle said he was using. Merle, what are you using for a mod?
I've got a M16 clone.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Vamo, right?
No.
Sentinel, right?
M16.
Oh, the Sentinel, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just bought one about 5 days ago. I really liked it. It hit pretty hard. And then my brother was in a car accident, and his mod was in the cup holder. And the Nemesis that I gave him hit the windshield and bent in half. So
Ow.
I had to give him my Sentinel.
That sucks.
Yeah, because
I love mine.
Yeah, Sentinel's awesome, and the clone I got was $11. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah, I bought it at the local shop, so I paid more, but they're nice guys, and I want to keep them in business.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just no local shops by me. The only ones are in New York City, and it is an egregious amount of money they ask for things down there. So
yeah,
they had a Sentinel down there. They wanted $95 for what they called the legitimate one, which clearly was not. So
awesome.
Yeah. And when I know I can get it for $11, that's kind of upsetting. I could understand asking 25 or 30, but you know.
Now I paid 20 for mine. It's an H cigar. It was used, but I still only paid $20 for it.
You know what? I'm really not. I guess it's probably my build. I mean, this 12 wraps 26 came out to 0.8. It's really not as kicky as I thought it would be.
Now, what about if you moved your air hole over?
I got my air hole. Sorry, let it clear up in here. But got my air hole literally right over that.
Switch it to the other side.
Switch it to the other side, like that. Okay, let's see.
It doesn't hurt to play around with it. See if you get a different pull on it. No.
You can see.
I don't know. These are things you just got to kind of play with. Like you said, maybe it's just that it's not dual coil. You really have to find a G-plat build calculator now.
Well,
if you don't like it, you can always send it to Georgia, and I'll get some use out of it for you.
well, I'd love to really experiment and find some good, because every review that I've heard, or that I've at least read online, said this stuff is amazing. So, I think this time it's my build. I'm going to vape on it for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll wrap something else up, see what happens.
Check out Cloud Chasers Inc. on Facebook. There's a lot of guys on there that'll be able to give you a lot of insight into that G-plat wire.
You know, I might just post on there real quick. I don't know. See what happens.
I haven't looked at all the pictures. You just saw one.
What else do we have here? Hell, I'm not too sure.
Well, another thing I was going to talk about was smoke production levels, and if you guys specifically go for more production levels or less when you're vaping outside, like walking around or at work. Because I actually prefer less vapor production if I can get that while I'm at work. I don't want to make it too obvious. You know. I'm not looking to annoy anybody intentionally. Because, you know, a non-smoker's a non-smoker. They're going to get upset no matter what they see.
There's bastards I've run into lately. Some guy swearing up and down I was smoking. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, but you have to agree to disagree because you're wrong.
Yeah. It's that whiny sickness that some people have. They have to tell everyone else what to do. It's a control thing. But now I've seen some companies make smokes that are like a stealth vape, and they're pretty much like a 40% PG base. And they add a little bit more diluted water, so it depends on what tank you're using for it. But if you hold it in as if you were smoking a cigarette for about 5 to 7 seconds, there's little to no vapor production. I doubt this fogger blows pretty crazy, but I mean, maybe I should do it on my K-Fun. That's probably the best way to show it. But I mean, this is a regular pull. But if you hold it in, your vapor production is going to be a lot longer, or a lot less. I'm sorry.
well, hell, fuck. Trying to...
And that's the same exact length of a pole. So that was one thing I've kind of learned from work, because I tend to smoke indoors sometimes, and if you hold it in for just an extra 3 or 4 seconds, it actually, you know, the vapor production is lowered a lot. So that might be something to keep in mind when you're in public, because the whole point is to get people used to it and not to annoy the shit out of them. Because I've seen some obnoxious guys, you know, that get their, you know, their drippers, and they're doing that in public or indoors, and it's like, you know, people aren't used to it yet, and until they are, you can't keep throwing it in their face.
It doesn't matter because they don't want to be educated. They don't even want to know what it's all about. So they're just gonna bitch and whine and complain.
You'd be surprised. I work in New York City, and I interact with people a lot on a daily basis, and I get a lot of questions, and I answer a lot of questions, and you know, I point people towards the podcast, and people are slow. It's growing on people. It's just a matter of exposure and not throwing it in their face, and that's it. So, but like I said, it's the smoke production, I think, that scares people, and then they go, oh, it's your breath. That's your breath you're breathing out, and it's your germs, and the news has got people scared with these bogus, you know.
Yeah.
These bogus doctors and asshole Dr. Oz and all those other dopes that go out there, all these other snake oil salesmen that tell everybody everything, and, you know, everyone's believing their bullshit. You get all these housewives out there that are watching TV and saying, oh, well, it's poison. Oh, you're breathing in formaldehyde. Am I? You naturally exhale formaldehyde, trace amount. So what's the amount? Oh, well, we don't know what the exact amount is. Oh, so it was a trace amount, exactly. So, again, it's just people using misleading facts to, you know, to bring people
for their agenda,
to their truth.
You know? Well, no matter how true they are, it's still undeniably better than a cigarette.
Absolutely.
Damn right. That's what I tell people.
I'm not chewing tobacco anymore. I'm not smoking.
I'm pretty sure Oz got paid off pretty well for that segment. That second segment he did on vaporizers.
Yeah, because the first segment on vaporizers, he was all for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. The big phony. So, have any of you actually seen the video of that guy? He actually has a machine smoke the cigarette, and then they show you what's actually in your lungs.
No.
I'll put it up on our page. It's pretty gross.
I've seen a good experiment that you can do yourself at home.
Yeah.
What you do is you take a bottle of water, go find yourself a smoker friend, because we all have them. Okay. Tell them, you know, give them a bottle of water. Tell them, put a little water, fill it up maybe about a quarter of the way, and tell them blow your smoke into this, and I'm going to blow my vape into mine, and then we're going to shake it up until all the smoke is gone, and then we're going to see which water is dirtier. And boy, let me tell you, the water was tinging brown, so, and the vape had absolutely nothing.
Well, I think we should do that with a cigar, with a hookah, with a cigarette, and then with an e-cigarette, and see what happens.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it'll just be more proof.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll post on your page. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a study on the NIH website about how the exhalation that a vapor gives off has no cancerous or non-cancerous risk. I've shown that at a few different places, so when people are talking crap about it, they can whip that study out.
Oh, yeah, it's sad though. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I mean, constantly I have people saying, "Oh, you're smoking hookah. Oh, you're smoking," you know, and it's
you got hash oil in there.
That's exactly it. Cruise the whole time. You got these, weird-looking people coming up to you and saying, "Got hash on there? Can I hit that?" And it's like, no, no, not at all. Let's see. I lost my flippers here. I didn't lose them. They're just not here.
Yet again, another group of people ruining something for everyone else. So.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, just gotta stay away from it. That's why I try. I don't like calling them e-cigs. I call them a vaporizer. And if I
stop calling it juice. Call it liquid, because that's gonna be another. Oh, they're selling to kids. It's got juice in it.
That's a good idea too. I never even really thought to stop calling it juice.
Yeah, I live in New York. I don't have a choice but to think of these stupid things because the government is going to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck the government.
Yeah, I wish. They're busy fucking.
Whoa, what's going on?
Sorry, I had to do my security thing for the truck.
You want to not turn the truck on and drive away?
Well, it's fine now, right?
Yeah.
No, dude, I got like security deals on my truck. They just installed Fleet Tracker on my shit today. I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, now you can pick up all those boys at night.
No stopping at the nudie bars for you anymore. Get to
No,
work.
I'm still gonna stop, dude. You bet your ass I'm gonna go to one on lunch. Don't you worry about it. Wait, my boss would be like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "At the titty bar getting lunch." Where do you think I am? You can see that shit.
You can't lie anymore, so you might as well tell them the truth.
Yep.
That's fucking right. Yeah, this little piece of shit right here fucked my life over, dude.
What happened?
Fucking piece of shit. This thing, dude, I have to, everywhere I go, yeah, every truck I get in, I have to log into the truck or whatever. Fucking annoying.
Hey, now, it might be annoying, but, you know.
You have no fucking bone in this fight, dude. You stay out of this one.
Whoa, but you know what? the Vapist doesn't need to come cursing at me.
Hey, I'm not cursing. I don't think I use profanity. Where's my vape?
He's flustered.
Oh, boy. I was getting angry for a minute. Thought I left it at the damn shop again. Time to change batteries, man.
So the G flat wire was pretty disappointing?
Yeah, you know, actually I'm building another one right here. This time, instead of just building a straight-up regular, I don't know if you guys, if this camera doesn't focus very well.
Did it explode or what? What happened?
Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, I did 6 wraps.
It was just disappointing, that's all, Dave.
It was
what?
It was a little disappointing, but it's because
So
the build.
what's the verdict?
I just built, I think I built it like shit. I just did I overcompensated for it. But I'm going to throw a dually in here real quick, a little dually.
Hey, has anybody ever rebuilt VV Nova heads in the group?
No.
No, I haven't either.
You guys
No, that sounds like something you would just buy another one for.
Well, you could unless you want to lower ohm. The lowest you can get at my shop is 1.8.
What are you trying to shoot for?
1.3, 1.4, the lowest this can handle. My problem is, like, I can take it right now, it's at 0.7, but if I just, like, mess around with it just a little bit, you know, it'll go up to, like, there's 0.9 and 1.0. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've got it hooked in the right spots, obviously, because it's not a short, but for some reason I can't get a consistent read on a coil.
Hey, Dave, you gotta kill your mic or something. The road is very loud.
Me?
Yeah, the road. We can hear you going down the road.
Yeah, actually, I mean, what's the variable volt? What levels is the that's on the VAMO you said?
Yeah, it only goes up to 1.3. If it's under 1.3, it won't work.
But what does it go up to as far as voltage and wattage?
Wattage goes up to. Hold on a second. I only use wattage, and I only use.
It goes up to 15.
15.
I was gonna say because I have the VTR and I only build about a 1.6 to a 1.8 because I'd rather crank it up than have it low and be too hot and have to lower it down. I feel like your vapor production and your flavor is pretty good somewhere around like a 3.7 to 4.0 at around anywhere between 12 and 9 watts depending on what you're gonna do.
Well, I could also use it. I mean, like right now it's sitting at a 0.6, so if it doesn't change on me, I could use it on my M16. But I mean, if it's going between 1.3 and you know, or 0.3 and 0.6 or something, I don't want it to blow up my battery.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to shoot too low on it. That would be my biggest concern on a variable voltage.
Oh, it's time to switch. I can't do this dripping and driving shit.
No, I never liked that.
Jeez, I was trying to, I was bad. I had to switch over to my Kraken, and I was lucky I filled it before I left because I was really thinking about dripping and driving, and I was driving at like 75 miles an hour down the highway.
Jeff's back.
I'm doing it right now, driving 80.
3 hours and 25 minutes till he gets his copper Panda. He's still got it. Wait till he walks out the room.
She's gonna take it from me.
That must be one of the most frustrating things, because I know, because my girlfriend, she told me that she bought me the Cracker Jacks, this really nice popcorn vape that I like, and she told me it the whole time on the cruise, like every time I'd go grab a new bottle of juice, it would, I'd always think about it, like, oh, I could have had that Cracker Jacks, but it'll be waiting for me when I get home.
I'm not
For those
good.
of you who have not seen this,
I have to make my eggnog tomorrow, bro.
it's amazing.
It's really nice looking. I love copper mods. You planning on doing a patina on that at all, or no?
I kind of just want to clear coat it, but I have no idea what clear coat to use.
I don't know. Huh?
Isn't it that Rust-Oleum shit, that clear coat from... You can get it, it's a spray coat.
There's actually a Facebook group called Patina Mods, and they if you follow them, they're pretty good. They tell you how to do everything, and there's lots of people talking about different stuff. There's a couple different, so check them out.
Well, I've heard aerosols will bubble after a period of time, and then it'll flake off.
Yeah, here I'll link their group if I can. I don't know how to do that. Oh, here we go. This is their group. Find it. Let's see, groups I add. Here we go. Here we go. This is Patina Mods. I'll link it for you. Those are the guys that and they have a whole file section with everything you'll need to know about if you ever decide you want to patina it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Motherfucker, come on over there.
Dave is incapable of driving in Detroit.
How is it driving in Detroit, Mr. Vapist?
It's not bad. I'm not even in Detroit right now. This is, fuck, I don't even know where the fuck I am.
He's just driving around. You better know where you're going. Your boss is going to start charging you for gas.
I'm going home, damn it. I just got off work, motherfucker. I'm trying to go home and sleep. I came at 6 o'clock this morning. Nice 14-hour shift, dude. I'm fucking tired.
You gotta play some PlanetSide.
Dude, I gotta go tomorrow at 6:30 again. So no.
You're a loser. Anybody play video games here?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, not video games. I don't even know what that shit is. Photography? Is it similar?
Well, who plays video games here?
Jeff does. Silly.
What do you play?
Everything.
Who plays PC games here? Let's say that one.
Yeah, and I'm only talking about PC games here, you know.
Oh. I play PC
games.
Okay, so I dabbled in PC games a little bit, but not much.
What do you play?
Mostly Xbox, but...
Ooh, boo.
New Xbox or old Xbox?
Well, I have a new Xbox, but it took a dump like 2 months ago.
The Xbox One?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to mod it.
It's stupid. I am so pissed off at this thing, you have no idea.
I use my Xbox One just for watching TV pretty much. I don't really play too much on it, so...
I can't play a disc on it. It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it won't read disc.
Yeah, disc drive goes on them. You got the release edition, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't.
That's the
Hey,
one.
is this bad right now, volume-wise?
Nope, you're good.
No, you're good now. Who else was saying they play, Merle? What do you play? PC?
I got a PlayStation 3. I play Unreal Tournament and Skyrim, and I don't know. I got about 20 games. I don't play too much, and then I got a PC where I play Unreal Tournament 3, Skyrim, and all sorts of other games.
I got Unreal Tournament Black Edition. That's
nice.
Yeah, Black's pretty cool.
Let me just show you guys this.
Ooh, 1817.
Moose is going to set himself on fire. Nicole will get back.
Oh, man. I don't know. I really don't.
Battery. Let's see this battery.
I'm very upset right now because there's all these food places around me and I have no money on me.
So let's see. I can go down to a 1.8. I
I'm
wouldn't.
leaving 20. Leaving right out for another 20.
Oh my goodness.
540.
Jack, what do you play?
Oh shit! When I had my Xbox, played Call of Duty, Black Ops, Skyrim, GTA 5. It was Gran Turismo.
So not a lot of current PC gamers. PC gaming seems like it's dying, but supposedly it's growing. I don't know.
It's never gonna die.
We're just not very fucking.
I'm going to.
Nobody publicizes fucking PC games or anything like that. It's just almost fucking word of mouth, I swear.
I'll tell you what, I like, I've got a decent PC. It's not a super PC for video games, but my load times in Skyrim are a hell of a lot faster on my PC than the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, well, because it was built for PC, the game, and it was just ported over there. But, I'd rather board game or tabletop game than play anything like PC or PlayStation or anything like that.
I'll tell you what, if any of you guys have ever geocached and thought it was fun and you like board games, there's a geocaching board game that's freaking off the hook.
Geocaching board game? How's that work?
It's pretty cool. It's got maps. It's got map sections and 2 map sections and a town section. You put them together how you want them. You gotta have the road go, and then you can have up to like 6 players, and you go out in like the woods and you're looking for stuff. You need equipment. So if you find a cache that you need equipment for and you don't have it, you gotta go back to town to go to the store and pick some up and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's called Cache Me If You Can, right?
Yeah, Cache Me If You Can.
Yeah. I
The
saw that.
local New York guys made it.
Really? Where do you live in New York?
Over by Rochester.
Oh, so you live all the way up there.
Yeah.
Way up at 6.
I'm board game obsessed, so I have a disgusting amount of board games, but a lot of people I know don't even know what they are.
Love board games.
Play Dawn of War?
What?
Play Dawn of War tabletop?
I can't hear anything Dave said.
God of War. He said, "Do you play God of War?"
Dawn of War. Dawn of War.
Oh, Dawn of War. No.
Yeah.
Dawn of War is
I don't know what's going on with my internet right now. Apparently it's because I'm driving, but
Yeah.
I was talking about Dawn of War tabletop.
No.
No, I've never.
I used to know somebody that played that shit, and they had a bunch of shit for it. It's kind of cool.
You talking about Warhammer or?
Yeah, Warhammer, but it was tabletop.
Oh,
Warhammer's tabletop.
Yeah. No, Dawn of War is. I didn't know if there was that was a separate game.
No, it's Warhammer.
Yeah. No, I used to paint the figurines. Actually, that's sort of one of the things one of my hobbies I'm still into. If you look, my little nerd art studio here. I have.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it because I hate making and painting figures.
Yeah, actually, I don't like 4-hour, 5-hour games. That's the only reason I never got into that. But
I don't care about strategy, man. Strategy's awesome. I love war strategy. I love stuff like that. But it's all the tedious crap I didn't want to. If I dropped $500 on a good army or something, have somebody else put them together and paint them, it'd probably be my option.
Well, there's a card game. There was a card game out a while ago. Now that this has turned into nerd talk, but
Sure.
There's a card game out. There's a card game out. I'll link or I'll PM you with it. That's actually just meant to be tabletop armies, and you just use cards instead, and you can write on the cards with the wet erase, and it's the same exact game as Warhammer. You just use cards instead.
Jeez, I should never have said, does anybody play
video games? See, you screwed us up, man. We're supposed to be talking about vaping. Vaping.
Oh,
And
I apologize.
I won't bring this conversation into D&D because it'll go to a very dark place.
Yeah, please don't do
that. Guys, I'll see y'all.
See you later.
You guys will see me. Oh, if Jeff's leaving, see you, Jeff. But I got this 1.8 ohm coil here. I don't know. It's dual coil. I wicked it, used it and everything.
Video.
I wicked it, used it and everything. We'll see what happens.
It makes me happy to see you take chances.
That's because you're like 4 states away right now.
Getting out of your comfort zone.
You won't be in range of the explosion that's going to happen. So.
Oh, I had a VTC4 not explode, but started venting in my pocket last week. I was going to tell you about it, but everybody was talking.
Ah! 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 Ow!
Holy shit.
Don't. My girlfriend says don't fucking do it.
No, if it's shocking you like that, I wouldn't do it. That battery's not designed for that low of ohms.
No. It was popping. It was popping at me.
It's the juice.
Oh, well, push and hold the button in.
Okay, here we go.
Your battery will tell you when it's not happy.
Oh, I know. It definitely has told me before. At least
You might want to shave that mustache before you lose it.
Well, if I pulse it ain't gonna hurt me. It's actually quite nice.
That's pretty good production for pressing it 1 second.
Ooh, that's really. Oh man, that's actually freaking awesome. I've never gone that low, and I got the VTC5s coming. So guess what? G-Plat 6 wraps, G-Plat 26, that is, 6 wraps dual coil, 1.8 is awesome.
Welcome to the dark side, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I never figured I'd ever go that low, but I'm not gonna chain vape. Oh, I know when it's gonna fucking fuck me up. But I got another battery here that just came off the charger. Bingo. And these aren't bad. These are the purple E-Fests. Probably something I shouldn't go 1.1 on, but it's a 30 amp battery, so it's 60 amp pulse, so I'm good.
That's the battery I think it is. It's something along the lines of it's just a rewrapped Sony VTC4.
Yeah. I think this is it's a 2100 milliamp hour and 30 amp battery. So
you should be just fine.
Yeah, you guys see on the Facebook or Google page if I pull myself up, which I'm not gonna do because I'm professional. So
yeah, don't do that.
No, hell no.
Yeah, if you do that, do that off screen.
I mean, you're gonna feel it get hot in your hands before it ever blows up. So
yeah, that's the other reason I never really like carrying around like a standard mechanical mod, just because you put it in your pocket, you never know what's gonna happen. Something gets loose.
Yeah, I had
gonna
the M16 here sitting in my pocket, and the button unscrewed from the connection here because they screw together. So it was pressing while I had it locked, and I had one of these heads on it, and it got so hot it melted the thing before I realized what the hell was going on.
Wow. So again, keep your mods locked and make sure they're locked. But my advice is to just get some kind of box mod for now. I would like to see
going off in my pocket yesterday. I put my hand in my pocket. Was it? No. It was yesterday. My Kraken was in my pocket and it was going off. And then thank goodness I reached in for some money, and I felt it was fucking hot as hell. And I pulled out my Stingray and the button or the lock button was up. So I was able to push it, and it was not a good thing. So make sure your mods are locked. Oh.
Last week I was in Grand Prairie, Texas. I went into a vapor shop called Bad Ace Vapors, and I'm sitting there and I'm building coils for the guys because they're just getting into building. And I built like 6 different coils for 6 different people, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden my leg starts feeling hot. I forgot I put a freshly charged VTC4 in my pocket, my car keys, and I had my pocket, and it arced down.
It arced out on you?
Yeah, it started spewing. It started puking in my pocket.
Oh boy, so you needed a new pair of pants for 2 reasons.
Now I burnt my hand trying to get everything out of my pocket. I got everything out, just throwing stuff out of my pocket, and it started spewing right there on the carpet of this guy's vape shop.
Yeah, I actually saw a guy that built a little leather holster that he puts on his belt for his vape.
Can you guys hear me?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm too serious. I actually answer the questions.
My husband did the same thing last week. He put a mod in his pocket and a battery, and he had change, and like came in the other room and was like, "I think I almost blew my leg off. Like it got so hot."
Can you guys hear me?
It didn't.
Yeah, but your camera's off and you're very laggy. But funny story about that, Maggie. When I was on the cruise, this guy who was vaping in a casino, I went up to him and I asked him what he had. We were just bullshitting, and he told me never keep 2 batteries or just a battery in your pocket. What happened was the protection on his battery, I guess the little wire that runs from the positive to the bottom connection, whatever that protected thing is, it broke in his pocket, and it just got it like blew up in his pocket. It left him with 2nd-degree burns on his leg.
Wow.
So never, ever, ever, and I'm not really, this is just what I've heard, but never keep it in your pocket.
Yeah, but where else are you gonna put it?
Okay.
That's what she said.
My battery case. Make sure they're not gonna boink around in your pocket.
I keep mine all day, like a little case deal.
You know what I've seen? You ever seen the little clip holsters for the old style cell phones? They clip into your pocket, and then they have a little holster for the cell phone. Those are actually pretty good for a vape. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a second. If I could get it.
I seen the shop down the road from me. They sell a I don't know what it's called. Oh, I think it's called a vape sock, and it looks. I mean, if you're in a vape shop, I would never carry one on like in public. That's just not my style. But it's a long ass sock that hangs down off your belt, and it's not that pretty. I mean, if you're a girl and you have like it hanging off your purse or whatever, maybe that's acceptable. My girlfriend's telling me no, but
yes,
it's definitely not the coolest thing in the world. I thought the vape case was cool. The vape case for your cell phone.
Yeah, too bad they still haven't come out with the other mods that they said they were gonna come out with.
Well, I also don't want. I mean, I think a lot of people who would actually buy that thing would be a new vapor, and we all know that we've always leaked liquid before in all of our tanks. So just imagine some juice running down your phone screen, or
My issue. I'm not putting anything on my phone that like is gonna leak juice all over my phone. I've had tanks leak all the time.
It's dangerous thing.
Especially seeing as how the whole point of having your cell phone not look like a walkie-talkie and then turning it into a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie, right?
Is not exactly my idea of a good time anyway. So.
Well, look, we got 5 minutes left. We got 5 minutes left of Vape Talk. So I want to just thank everybody again. You guys are regulars now, coming through, hanging out with us.
Budweiser.
Yeah. Got some Budweiser tonight. But yeah, we're just trying to get the ball rolling a little bit. Oh, Red Bull.
In Poland Spring.
Can't Red Bull it this time.
I won't be driving until about 4 o'clock in the morning, so.
Oh, damn. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's a long night.
What road are you on right now?
I'm on Highway 81 in Virginia. But I just got up out of bed about 5:30, so.
Yeah, I took 81 from. I think I met up with it at. Yeah, it was. I started it at Virginia, and then I took it down through Georgia and got on 75, I think, something like that.
Yeah, 81 comes down into White Pines, Tennessee, and then you pick up 40, run it over to Nashville, and then or Knoxville, I'm sorry, and then you pick up 75 and come down through Georgia.
Good old 75. I'm about 4 blocks away from 75 right now.
Where do you live at, man?
I live in Ecorse, Michigan.
Okay, okay.
You ever run steel up here or no?
No, I've brought produce up there before.
Where you go to, the Eastern Market?
Over to, I've taken the cheese up to Green Bay, and I've taken brought cheese out of Green Bay and took tomatoes up to Green Bay out of, up into Detroit and stuff like that out of Florida. Carry a lot of citrus out of Florida up that way.
Yeah, Florida. Woo.
I don't know what the hell just happened to my shit. I got a phone call. But if you're ever in Detroit, man, hit me up.
Sure, no problem. I was in Orlando a couple weeks ago.
Oh, well. There's definitely.
You were out in the.
Yeah, I was in the middle of the ocean, but I heard that Florida and Virginia are the best havens for vape shops there are. So.
Texas
too.
Texas. There's about 140 shops in the Dallas area.
Damn.
We have nothing in New Hampshire.
Yeah, but you don't have anything in New Hampshire anyways. It's like 5 miles long.
We got a lot of green trees.
You can like walk across the state in most places. Come on.
You could.
New Hampshire.
In about 10 minutes.
I'm saying you'd want to.
New Hampshire's damn big. I don't know what you're thinking. Definitely not. Don't want to walk across it. I've been to Vermont. Vermont is terrible, but
I've had one Vermont experience and it's pretty terrible. So
everybody who I know goes to Vermont and dies. Not dies, but almost dies.
I'm sorry, no offense to any of y'all that live up in the Northeast or the New England states, but I hate it up there. I'm a Southern boy. I hate it up here.
no, I hate it here too. 12 more years that I'm trapped here, so.
12 more years. 12 more years.
That's it. So, I guess it's about time to wind up our vape chat number 6.
Indeed.
I guess, what else? I guess there's nothing really else to talk about that much. I guess everybody else, if you have anything, any good ideas, cool new products that you see, post them online or post them on our Facebook so we can figure something out. We'll talk about it, whatever the hell works for everybody. Trying to get ball rolling on this thing a little harder, trying to get it roll faster. But other than that, I think it's going pretty good. We had a good session today. So again, I'd like to thank everybody, regulars. We got Calvin, we got the Vapist, Dave, we got what's his name, Jack, and Maggie. Good job for being here. Thanks for coming. Everybody else who was here again.
Thanks for coming, guys.
And I know in the past Vape Talks, everybody likes to get somebody calls somebody else at the end of it. If you do want to be out of this completely, make sure you kill your browser and make sure you leave any conversation that you're in. But thanks again for joining us here on Vape Talk number 6. See you guys some other time. We'll probably do something over the weekend. See you guys.
Keep on vaping.
Definitely will, guys. Take care.